We are picking up with example 4 out of Unit 5, Lesson 2 on distributions of data. This one is about comparing data using box and whisker plots. Part A says the daily high temperatures over a 20-day period for 2 cities are shown. Use a graphing calculator to create a box and whisker plot for each data set and then describe the shape of each distribution. So again, I'm going to pause the video while I type in all this data on my calculator, and then I'll pick up once I have all the data in. Okay, so you can see now that I have all my data in. The Clintonville data is in list 1 and the Stockton data is in list 2. We're going to bring this back into full size. Okay, so we need to create box and whisker plots. This time you can see it's not difficult to display both box and whisker plots on the same window. So what we're going to do is go back over to our calculator. We're going to go up to second y equals the stat plots. We're going to look at plot 1, go down and select our type is going to be a box and whisker plot. Then I'm going to go up, make sure this is on list 1. We're going to go up to the plots, turn on plot 2, come down, turn the type over to a box and whisker plot. Make sure this says list 2. We're going to go to our window. The window that they use here is 52 to 76 by 4s and 0 to 5 by 1s. So 52 to 76 counting by 4s, and then 0 to 5 counting by 1s. And we look at the graph and we can see both of the box and whisker plots. 52. Let me make sure I typed 52. Okay, good. I'm going to go a little bit lower just so I can see. Oh, I think I must have typed a data point wrong, because this, you can see here, this is not ending, whereas it ended up here. So I need to go back and look at my data. I think I must have, yep, see the first number I typed 6, and the first number was supposed to be 60. So this number right here should be 60. Go back, change my window to the correct thing. It's supposed to start from 52. Look at the graph. Now we can see that this picture is the same as this picture down here. So our answer here is both of these are symmetric. You can see both of them have about the same width on either side of the box in the middle line and about the same length of the whisker. So they're both symmetric. However, obviously you can see that the data in the second set is much more compressed. It's more tightly packed together around the middle than is the first set of data. However, they're both still symmetric. Part B, we're going to compare the distributions using the mean and standard deviations or the 5-number summaries. Justify your choice. So again, because both of these are symmetric, we should be using the mean and the standard deviation. Let's go look at this. We're looking for 63.15 for the mean and 5.4 for the standard deviation for the blue set of data. So we're going to go to Stat, Calculate, One Variable Statistics. We need to use list 1 in the first place. Hit Enter. You can see that we have 63.15 and the standard deviation is 5.4, just like we said over here. For the Stockton data, we're going to look for 63.05 and 1.76. So we're going to go Stat, Calc, One Variable Statistics. Now we're going to change our data to list 2, second 2. Go down and calculate. Hit Enter. And we see 63.05 and 1.76 for the standard deviation of X. All right, so now we can head on to the Check Your Progress for example 4. Go ahead and pause the video. You're going to need to type all your data in, determine whether they are skewed or symmetric distributions with box and whisker plots, and then compare the mean and the standard deviation or the 5-number summary, depending on what your data is. So I'm going to pause the video now, and when you have your answer, go on to the next slide. All right, our answer this time for Check Your Progress is choice C. The median number for baseball was 23 more than the median number for soccer. They're both skewed distributions, therefore we should have used the 5-number summary. That brings us to the end of the Unit 5 Lesson 2 videos.